Most people believe that walking more is the key to staying healthy after 70, a simple truth passed down through generations. But what if I told you that doctors are now warning against it? Walking is a wonderful way to stay active, yes, it truly is. Yet, if it's your only form of exercise, you could unknowingly be making a mistake that actually accelerates aging rather than slowing it down. The quiet truth is, as you gracefully age, your body whispers for more than just endless steps to stay strong, maintain balance, and protect those precious joints. Relying solely on walking while gently ignoring other essential forms of movement can quietly lead to muscle loss, joint strain, and even a higher risk of falls. That's why experts, with kindness in their voices, now suggest that after 70, you might consider walking a little less and lovingly focus on these 5 things instead. Because they, my dear friends, are the real secret to maintaining that vibrant strength, boundless energy, and cherished independence well into your golden years. In this heartfelt video, we're going to gently break down the 5 key areas you should be embracing instead of just walking. These simple, loving changes can dramatically improve your mobility, tenderly protect your bones, and even, remarkably, add precious years to your life. Stay with me until the very end, because the last one is a quiet wisdom almost no one talks about, yet it plays a profound role in your longevity. Why your muscles need more than just steps. You see, walking is a beautiful way to keep your legs moving, to feel the world beneath your feet. But if it's the only thing you're doing, you could be gently setting yourself up for a quiet, often unseen, loss of muscle. After 70, something called sarcopenia, that gradual, almost imperceptible loss of muscle mass, becomes one of the biggest threats to the independence you cherish. The quiet problem is, walking alone, as wonderful as it is, doesn't really do much to build muscle. It primarily engages your lower body, and even then, it doesn't quite provide the kind of gentle resistance your muscles truly need to stay strong, vibrant, and ready for life's gentle demands. That's why doctors, with deep understanding, now softly emphasize that after 70, strength training should truly be a top priority, because it directly, and with such grace, counteracts muscle loss, lovingly improves your balance, and gently keeps you strong enough to avoid those unexpected tumbles and falls. If you can still, with ease, carry a heavy grocery bag without struggling, if you can rise from a comfortable chair without the gentle push of your hands, or even open a stubborn jar with quiet determination, that's a beautiful sign that your muscles are still holding strong. But if you've noticed that these simple, everyday tasks feel a little harder than they used to, it's a gentle whisper that your muscles might be gradually weakening, even if you haven't quite realized it yet. And the honest reality is, if you don't lovingly work to maintain your strength, your body will quietly begin to let it go. Take someone like Robert, 74, who walked every single day, believing with all his heart that was enough to keep him healthy. But one quiet afternoon, he noticed he was struggling to lift a box that used to feel as light as a feather. He also realized that standing up from the couch felt just a little more difficult than before. At first, he, like many of us, blamed it on just getting older. But then his kind doctor gently explained that muscle loss wasn't just something that happened. It was something that happened faster if you didn't gently challenge your muscles. So, with a quiet determination, he began to add basic strength exercises into his routine. Light resistance bands, gentle bodyweight squats, and simple dumbbell movements. Within just a few months, he noticed a huge, heartwarming difference. He felt stronger, more stable, and even had a quiet surge of more energy throughout his day. Strength training doesn't mean lifting heavy weights at a noisy gym. It can be as gentle as using resistance bands, doing bodyweight exercises like graceful squats or gentle push-ups against a counter, or even lifting familiar household objects. The quiet key is progressive resistance, gently challenging your muscles just enough to keep them active and lovingly engaged. And the benefits, my dear friends, stretch far beyond just strength. Studies softly show that maintaining muscle mass is directly linked to a longer life expectancy, better mobility, and even an improved, sharper brain. If you want to gently test where your strength is at right now, try this. Sit in a chair and, with quiet intention, stand up without using your hands. If you can do this with ease, that's a beautiful sign. If you struggle, it may be a gentle invitation to start focusing on rebuilding your strength. And the wonderful news, it's truly never too late. Strength training can lovingly reverse muscle loss, gracefully improve your balance, and gently keep you independent for years to come. So, if you're someone who still relies only on walking for exercise, consider this your gentle wake-up call. Muscle is the quiet key to longevity, and after 70, it's one of the most important things you can tenderly protect. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's continue. The silent secret to staying upright. Walking keeps you moving, keeps you connected to the world, but it doesn't always improve balance. And that, my dear ones, is something most people don't quite realize until it's almost too late. After 70, the quiet art of fall prevention gracefully becomes one of the most important aspects of staying healthy and truly independent. Falls are, sadly, one of the leading causes of serious injury in older adults, and many falls happen not because of weak legs, but because of poor balance. If you aren't actively, lovingly training your balance, you might be unknowingly increasing your gentle risk of stumbles, trips, and those dangerous, disheartening falls. You might softly think, "I've been walking my whole life, so my balance must be fine." But balance isn't something that stays strong automatically. It's something that gently declines unless you actively, intentionally work on it. Walking, in its beautiful simplicity, doesn't quite challenge those small, intricate stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and core the way balance-specific exercises do. And if your balance quietly weakens, even a small misstep can lead to a fall that takes months, or even years, to gently recover from. Think about the last time you, with quiet concentration, stood on one foot while putting on a sock, or perhaps tried reaching for something on a high shelf. Did you feel wonderfully steady, or did you have to gently grab onto something for support? Many people don't quite realize their balance is subtly slipping until they experience a near fall, one that leaves them feeling shaken up and cautious with every beautiful step. That's exactly what happened to someone like Edward, 76. He was always active, always on the go, but one quiet day, while stepping off a curb, his foot landed at an odd angle, and he suddenly lost his balance. He caught himself just in time, thankfully, but that single moment made him gently realize how vulnerable he had become. His kind doctor told him that simple balance exercises, like quietly standing on one foot, gracefully shifting his weight side to side, and practicing controlled movements, could lovingly help rebuild his stability. Within weeks, he noticed that he felt stronger, wonderfully steadier, and much more confident in his every movement. Balance exercises don't require a bustling gym or special, expensive equipment. Simple, gentle movements like standing on one foot, walking heel to toe in a straight line, or practicing slow, controlled weight shifts can dramatically, beautifully improve your stability. And the benefits, my dear friends, extend far beyond just avoiding falls. Better balance means better posture, stronger, quicker reflexes, and even improved coordination, making every single movement feel more effortless and wonderfully controlled. If you want to gently test your balance, try this. Stand near a counter for safety and gently lift one foot off the ground. See if you can hold your balance for at least 10 seconds. If this feels easy, that's a beautiful sign. If you struggle, it's a gentle indication that your balance may need some tender work, and the sooner you begin, the better. Balance is one of those precious things that you don't truly think about until it's almost too late. But training it now can keep you strong and independent for years to come. So if you've been focusing only on walking, it's time to gently start prioritizing balance. Because the very best way to prevent a fall isn't just to stay active. It's to lovingly train your body to stay steady, unwavering, and beautifully poised, unlocking the freedom in every movement. Walking may keep your legs moving, gracefully carrying you forward, but it doesn't do much, really, for flexibility. And that, my dear hearts, is something that becomes critically, lovingly important after 70. Over time, your joints naturally, quietly stiffen. Your range of motion gently decreases, and movements that once felt effortless can start feeling restricted, almost held back. If you've ever noticed that turning your head feels a little tighter than before, or that bending down to tie your shoe isn't as easy as it used to be, that's a gentle sign that your flexibility is subtly declining. And when your mobility starts to shrink, so too, sadly, does your precious independence. The quiet problem is that many people don't truly realize how profoundly important mobility is until they start gently losing it. Walking alone doesn't stretch the muscles fully, nor does it lovingly engage all the different movement patterns your joints need to stay beautifully functional. That's why doctors, with deep wisdom, now gently emphasize that after 70, dedicating time to flexibility and mobility exercises is just as important as staying active. Because it's what beautifully allows you to keep doing daily activities without discomfort or strain, keeping your life vibrant and open. Think about the last time you, with quiet grace, reached for something in the back seat of your car, or perhaps tried to put on a jacket. Did it feel smooth and effortless, or did you notice a whisper of stiffness? Many people gently ignore these small changes, thinking they're just a part of aging. But what's truly happening is that the muscles and connective tissues are subtly tightening over time, quietly reducing flexibility little by little. This is exactly what happened to someone like Walter, 78. He was still walking daily with good intentions, but over time he noticed that getting out of bed in the morning felt stiffer, almost rigid, than before. When he reached for something on the floor, he had to bend his knees more than usual. His kind doctor gently told him that mobility loss wasn't just about getting older. It was about not using his joints to their full range of motion. So he began to quietly incorporate gentle stretching, controlled rotations, and joint exercises into his daily routine. Within just a few weeks, he felt looser, wonderfully more comfortable, and even noticed a beautiful improvement in his posture. Flexibility exercises don't mean sitting down and touching your toes for 10 seconds, rigid and strained. Dynamic stretches, controlled rotations, and gentle yoga-inspired movements can make a world of beautiful difference. Simple activities like slow neck rotations, gentle shoulder rolls, knee-to-chest stretches, or ankle circles help keep your joints lubricated and wonderfully pain-free. And the benefits, my dear friends, go far beyond just feeling less stiff. Greater flexibility means fewer aches and pains, better circulation, improved posture, and even a lower risk of falls. If you want to gently test your flexibility, try this. Stand up straight and slowly turn your head as far as you can to one side, then the other. Does it feel smooth and unhindered, or do you feel a quiet tightness? If you notice restrictions, it's a gentle sign that your flexibility is decreasing. And now, my dear ones, is the time to do something about it. Mobility loss is not an inevitable truth. With just a few minutes a day of focused, loving stretching, you can keep your body feeling younger, more mobile, and beautifully pain-free for years to come. So if walking is your main form of exercise, it's time to gently start focusing on flexibility too. Keeping your joints loose and your movement smooth is one of the most important things you can do to stay active and wonderfully independent after 70. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 3 below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going. The unseen foundation of your strength. Walking may keep your legs in gentle motion, carrying you along life's path, but it doesn't do much, truly, for your core strength or posture. And these, my dear friends, are 2 things that become critically, profoundly important after 70. A strong core isn't just about having toned abs, no. It's about maintaining beautiful stability, gently preventing back pain, and ensuring that your precious spine stays wonderfully aligned as you move through your day. If your core is weak, you may subtly start experiencing lower back discomfort, a quiet instability in your balance, or a gentle tendency to hunch forward when walking, all of which can quietly increase your risk of falls and joint strain over time. Most people don't truly realize how important postural strength is until they start feeling those quiet aches and pains that weren't there before. If you've noticed that you're slouching more, feeling a persistent stiffness in your lower back, or having trouble standing upright for long periods, that's a gentle sign that your core muscles aren't quite doing their vital job. Walking alone doesn't fully engage the deep, stabilizing muscles in your abdomen and lower back, which is why doctors, with their gentle wisdom, emphasize that after 70, core and posture exercises should become a loving priority. Consider someone like Harold, 75. He was always active, always moving, but over the years, he noticed his shoulders quietly rounding forward and his lower back feeling more strained, even though he walked daily. His kind doctor gently explained that poor posture was putting extra, unnecessary pressure on his spine and joints, leading to chronic stiffness and an increased risk of imbalance. So, with quiet determination, he started incorporating gentle core activation exercises like seated pelvic tilts, standing posture resets, and abdominal bracing into his routine. Within just a few weeks, he noticed less back pain, wonderfully better posture, and even improved breathing capacity. Core exercises don't require a bustling gym or any special equipment. Simple, gentle movements like standing tall against a wall, lovingly engaging your lower abs while sitting, or practicing slow, controlled rotations can activate those deep, stabilizing muscles that keep your spine beautifully aligned. And the benefits, my dear friends, go far beyond just posture. A strong core means better balance, reduced joint strain, and even improved digestion, since your abdominal muscles play a vital role in supporting internal organs. If you want to gently test your core strength, try this. Stand against a wall with your back flat, and your head, shoulders, and hips gently touching the surface. Can you maintain this position comfortably? Or does it feel like you have to subtly force yourself upright? If it feels unnatural, that's a gentle sign that your posture may need tender work, and the sooner you start strengthening your core, the better. Posture and core strength are truly essential for staying active, avoiding injuries, and maintaining a youthful, vibrant appearance. If you've been relying only on walking for exercise, it's time to gently focus on the muscles that truly keep you upright and strong, protecting your precious inner framework. Walking is a beautiful way to stay active, to feel the rhythm of life, but if it's your only form of movement, it can quietly start putting unnecessary strain on your precious joints, especially after 70. As we gracefully age, cartilage quietly wears down, joint fluid subtly decreases, and shock absorption becomes less efficient. This is why many seniors quietly begin to experience stiff knees, aching hips, or discomfort in their feet, even if they've been active their entire lives. The quiet problem isn't necessarily the walking itself. It's that walking alone doesn't quite provide the gentle joint support your body truly needs. Many people softly assume joint pain is just a natural part of aging. But in reality, stiffness and discomfort happen faster when you aren't actively, lovingly protecting your joints. Walking can sometimes, paradoxically, make this worse because it involves repetitive impact on the same joints over and over again. That's why doctors, with deep compassion, now emphasize that after 70, you need to walk less and focus more on low-impact movements that gently strengthen and lovingly protect your joints. Think about the last time you finished a long walk. Did you feel wonderfully energized and pain-free? Or did you notice aching joints, a whisper of stiffness, or a lingering sense of discomfort? If walking leaves you feeling sore, it may be a gentle sign that your joints aren't getting the tender support they need. This is exactly what happened to someone like Raymond, 77. He was walking daily with good intentions, thinking it was the best thing for his health. But over time, his knees started feeling stiff and his lower back began to ache, quietly, persistently. His kind doctor gently explained that he needed to reduce the repetitive impact on his joints and start incorporating low-impact movements instead. He began doing gentle swimming, quiet cycling, and flexibility-focused exercises, and within just a few weeks, his pain decreased significantly. Without having to give up movement altogether, joint-friendly movements include activities like gentle water exercises, calm cycling, graceful Tai Chi, or even simple chair-based stretches. These activities help increase blood flow to the joints, improve lubrication, and strengthen the surrounding muscles without putting excessive stress on sensitive areas. And the benefits, my dear friends, go far beyond just pain relief. Protecting your joints now ensures better mobility, less stiffness, and greater ease of movement for years to come. If you want to gently test how your joints are doing, try to sit in a chair and slowly stand up without using your hands. Notice how your knees and hips feel. Do they move smoothly and effortlessly, or do they feel stiff and achy? If there's any discomfort, that's your body gently telling you that your joints need more care, and switching to low-impact movements could make all the beautiful difference. Maintaining strong, healthy joints is about more than just avoiding pain. It's about preserving mobility, protecting your cherished independence, and ensuring that every step you take feels effortless rather than painful. If you've been focusing only on walking, it's time to lovingly prioritize your joint health and start incorporating movements that help rather than harm. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 5 below to let me know you're here. Now let's wrap things up. Your path to a more vibrant tomorrow. As we gently wrap up this video, my dear friends, take a quiet moment to reflect on these 5 profound priorities. If you've been relying only on walking for exercise, you might not have truly realized how much your body needs more than just steps to stay strong, mobile, and pain-free after 70. Your loving focus should gently shift toward protecting your precious muscle mass, gracefully improving your balance, lovingly increasing your flexibility, strengthening your vital core, and tenderly reducing joint strain. These, my dear ones, are the things that will truly keep you active and beautifully independent for years to come. Many people softly assume that aging means slowing down, that it's an inevitable decline. But the quiet truth is, your body is still wonderfully capable of improving at any age. Whether you gently need to work on strength, balance, flexibility, or posture, small, consistent changes can make a huge, heartwarming difference in how you move, how you feel, and how long you stay wonderfully independent. The quiet key is to simply start now. Muscle, balance, and joint health don't decline overnight. It happens gradually, often imperceptibly. But the beautiful news is that means you have the power to gently slow it down, or even, remarkably, reverse it. So which of these 5 areas do you, my dear friend, feel you need to focus on the most? Have you noticed any gentle changes in your strength, balance, or mobility? We'd love to hear from you, so please leave a comment below, sharing one beautiful thing you learned today and how you plan to lovingly bring it into practice in your life. Your thoughts are deeply important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.